What's going on, everybody, and welcome to some Aviassembly. We are going to be working on our drone again today. One of the things I did offline was I went ahead and made a few changes to the drone. With it being called a drone, I didn't feel like having a cockpit made sense, so I switched it out for literally just a block. And we did that by adding a fuselage and making it into a square. Just took the cockpit right out. I did test it, it does run. And then instead of wheels, I went ahead and put little stilts on it. What I want to do today with this drone is I want to go ahead and make it a delivery drone. So I haven't tested it since I put the stilts on it. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. Doesn't matter if we don't have wheels. We don't need wheels. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and take off. We gave it some decent power. Ooh, balance is a little bit off though. Kind of pulling back even though I'm pushing forward. Okay, so we might need some more power to make this thing more efficient, but after it backflipped, it's actually doing okay. Nope, still too much. Okay, let's go ahead and give it some more power. We're gonna have to figure out a place to hide stuff inside this, because with my goals of making it either a plane delivery drone or to make it a package delivery drone, I don't exactly know how much power we're gonna need, but we need more than what we have right now. So what I'm thinking is that we're gonna go ahead and make some changes on the wings here. We're gonna go ahead and grab the motors off the top. See, it's gonna make me take the stilts off too. Mirror should have been on. Let's go ahead and undo all that. Pull these off. And then we'll grab these guys. I should have been able to just make it thicker. Let's see if I can start out. Let's just pull the wingtip off. There we go. And now to limit, let us make it a little bigger. So we're gonna make that thicker. We're gonna go ahead and adjust the wingtips, as those are also gonna have to get a little bit bigger. Well, I guess that does. Let's go ahead and repaint this one black. And then we'll go ahead and refit the motors onto it. And we'll have to slide them up also, because that is way too low. Something probably like that. Attach that on the bottom. And I think we're going to have a slight balance issue right now, but we will find out. Actually, let's just go ahead and move it down just a tad. Maybe even just a little more. Right about there seems right. Supposed to have these on both sides. We're not mirroring. Hopefully that's pretty good. That is where we're going to leave it. Let's go ahead and repaint this one. And what we're going to do is actually hide two more jet engines inside of the wings. We're going to go ahead and turn them. Trying in my head, make sure I have this facing the right way. Yeah, that's what we need. And then we'll need to move them down so that nobody can see them. Perfect. Let's go ahead and see how it flies. Plane still has no wheels. Well, there we go. We definitely have a package delivery drone now. Let's see how it does on turning. Actually, really awesome. And this way. And let's go ahead and make an attempt at landing it back at the runway, actually. Full throttle. Start decreasing. Hopefully our altitude will start dropping. And let's try and put it down pretty perfect here. Alright, well we got it to rate itself, but it does look like there is definitely a height issue. In fact, I think I should have noticed that before we flew. So let's go ahead and take this and extend it. Sheesh, I think that's right. gotta be close. I am sure we're probably in okay shape. Now, let's go ahead and put a decoupler on the bottom of this thing. I always miss where that decoupler's at the first try. And we will need to go ahead and put something at the bottom here. Oop, wrong button. Let's go ahead and turn it upwards. I mean, it's not awful, but it does need to go a little... Oh. Let's go a little that way and a little bit up, I'd say. Just so it looks like it's touching the decoupler. Now, if we want to just put some sort of like basic package on the bottom here, I am thinking we turn this into a square. And maybe if I do that and then bring this to the side. It didn't mirror. Let's go ahead and make that into a square as well. Same over here. It'd help if I hit the right buttons the first or even the second time. I don't think that's a full square. There we go. Delete this. And let's go ahead and put some balloons on this thing. Right about there. Right about... Looks like we're struggling without looking. Right about there. Let's go ahead and make it some kind of bright color. That way, hopefully, we can see it falling. All right, let's go ahead and test this. Attempt number 1 of the package delivery system. What we're going to go ahead and do is there is a lighthouse somewhere over here. I think I'm going to take it to. Definitely could even use a little bit more upwards power at this point. Maybe going doubles on the outside would help with that. Let's see if we push it straight forward. Yeah, we do not have enough lift to just go straight forward anymore. Let's go ahead and see if we can just find something to drop, because it might take a little too long. That little island's going to be perfect. And what we're going to do is just go over the top of it and drop down the payload. Go ahead and slow down. We should hover. And package away. Oh no. Package fell apart. Package was delivered though, kind of. I mean, it was somewhat successful. Now I wonder what would happen if I put a little plane underneath this thing. Well, let's go ahead and take it back since we delivered our package and see how things look. We'll go ahead and make a save as drone delivery. Spelling's always a challenge, right? Okay, let's go ahead and take this off the bottom. And let's go ahead and put a cockpit on the bottom. I need to turn that. I need to turn off mirror. And then we'll just put a little nose cone on this thing. also push it back just a tad. And then the toughest part's going to be actually the back part. What kind of motor is it going to have? Because that's really going to actually be important here. It's close enough, I'm going to leave it. Let's go ahead and pull it out just a little. And let's go ahead and put small wings on it. Oh, we're going to need to mirror. Oh, we could make a glider under this thing. I think that's going to be too far back. That would work. Can I put a small? And then I need this, like, smallest possible landing gear on this thing. See, I know I'm playing with fire on this whole thing because it's going to be tough to not have anything hitting. That might be the best we can do. I also lost... Oh, there's the tail. So that is straight. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I don't even know if it's going to get off the ground now. We did get off the ground. Let's go ahead and give ourselves some height here. And once we clear the mountain, we'll go over the water over there and launch this thing. Let's go ahead and push it forward now. I forgot, it is still a glider. We do need to climb to launch this thing. So what we're going to do is once we get a little bit more height here, probably up to 200 in altitude, we're going to go ahead and turn the prop engine on and hit the launch. Here we go. Okay, so you can see the engine's turning on. Oh, it just blew apart. Okay, so we will need to go ahead and make some adjustments to see if this is even possible. I mean, let's just test it like this to see if it makes a difference. It does look pretty cool, though. Because thinking about it, the big missiles didn't fall apart, so I don't know why this would. Testing in 3, 2, 1. It is not dropping. Okay, we must not have a good enough connection here. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let's go ahead and edit the plane again and see if we can figure out a solution. Actually, I think I can. So we need that to sit there. Where did that just go? Let's go ahead and flip it. And what we'll do is put the decoupler on there. That's connected now. Needs to come a tad forward. It could also really throw off the weight of the drone, but we are going to find out just like that and go ahead and test it. Yeah, lift is becoming a little tougher now that we have a whole extra plane. Let's go ahead and get it turned on and see if we can get it to decouple. Oh, it blew apart, but it would work. Let's go ahead and bring that down and see if we can now land this thing since we have theoretically launched our plane. Oh, not enough power. Kind of a funny crash. And it does sit on the runway, which is kind of crazy. Let's go ahead back to edit. And trying to figure out or do we put it in the middle and then just put a second one further in? Let's go ahead and grab another set. Flip them downwards. And put that in the bottom of it. A little bit too high. Let's go ahead and paint them black, and then let's go ahead and paint the plane below. That way they at least match a little bit. Actually, I kind of like that red. Yeah, that's sleek. Now we'll leave it just like that. We got a lot more lift now. Look at that thing. It's awesome. We'll go do one more test, and this time what we're going to do is actually try and bring this drone speed backwards to pretty much nothing. We want to just find the perfect, like, sitting still speed. 3, 2, 1. You know what? Maybe if it sat behind it, it wouldn't break apart. That's an interesting thought. Is it even feasible? And again, what's it going to do to the weight? Front wheel's too close, get it. Still stands on the runway. Let's go ahead and give it a lift. Give it some speed. We got the glider at full power. Let's go ahead and make a little turn. Now let's go ahead and send it. Oh, it worked! Alright, hang on, let's go down there and see if we can find it. I'm assuming it just crashed somewhere, but since I don't know for sure, I wanted to just check. We could also try and drop it on the runway. Alright, let's go ahead back to the garage now that we have a working glider. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to the garage and save this awesome little drone we made. Drone that carries plane. Now, my question is, can we make a plane that's fast enough to stay in the sky once we have dropped it? So I'm thinking we hide a jet engine inside this thing and see what that does. Let's go ahead and take the jet engine, push it in, and change the control to C and X. And give it a go. See, I gotta be a little careful about when I actually hit the C and X, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna have more thrust than it did before. To a point where I'm shocked the wings aren't breaking on it. But we're gonna go ahead and pitch it up. 3, 2, 1, launching. See, the issue is my drone goes crazy once I let it go, so it probably just came down here and got obliterated. Not sure if we'll see the mess from it. No, looks like it might have just went through the map there. But what I want to do is go back to the runway and see if we can drop it onto the runway without breaking it. So let's go ahead and take off, and what we're going to do is actually take away some of that power we usually give it. Spin around. And let's drop. Oh, it just blew apart. Now we made a mess on the runway. Actually, landing this thing is going to be very difficult now. Let's go ahead, power down. You know what? That kind of works. Alright, that is the drone that we made for today. I appreciate you guys stopping and seeing this project I've been working on. Thank you guys very much, and if you have any ideas you want me to do, please let me know down in the comments.